I want to introduce a new segment to the show. I'm going to do a quick point and shoot rating. So I'm going to run through the team. I'm going to give you each player to rate. Give the rating what you think and just maybe a sentence on why you think he deserves that rating. Okay, so I think we're going to skip Leno. Obviously, he only played 30 minutes, so we can probably just write it up as an average 5. Not much that he could have done or would have done differently. So yeah, let's then go to his replacement. Mike, seeing you so adamant on Martinez, what's your rating and why?
Well, I'd probably go with a six. I'd maybe even give him a seven, but let's stick with a six for this game. I'm actually a big fan of Martinez, and I do feel that he can do the job. And I don't feel he made too many mistakes throughout the game, but that second goal was a costly error, and even for the first goal, he was nowhere to be seen. He came out, he missed the ball, and it was basically just our two defenders on the goal line trying to keep the ball out of the net. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm gonna stick with the six for
Right.
Martinez.
Dean Bellerin.
A 5. No
Okay.
creativity. Yeah, I can give it to you that he was pushed into the midfield at times, but he did overlap. And nothing really came from that side. I think he did assist Pepe here and there. Not for the goal, I mean. I mean, assist him in play.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, 5.
I'm gonna give Mustafi a 6. Just because I feel that again he didn't do too much wrong in the game. He wasn't very authoritative, or he didn't impose himself in the game, but he didn't make any like glaring mistakes. So I think I'll give him an average 6. Michael Holding.
For Holding, I'll give him a seven. I'd act no under normal circumstances. I would also give him a six, but because he's been out with injury for so long, I'll give him a seven. I think he actually came back quite well. Um, I was looking at some of his stats. He had a 96% passing rate. He made four recoveries, six clearances. So all in all, I think he actually had quite a good game. But conceding two goals, you can't give him any more than seven.
7 might be a bit high for a team losing and getting conceding 2 goals, but I agree with you. I think Holding had a good comeback game, especially seeing he's not played since like the 2nd of December or something.
Yeah, that's why I said normal circumstances it would have been a
So
six.
Dean, I'm giving you all the fullbacks today. What do you think of Kolasniak?
Kolesniak, a 5 again as well. I know it's the same as my last rating. But yeah, not much impact. Defensively solid when, he was called upon, which wasn't that much. He didn't get forward enough. So yeah, 5 for me.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do Ceballos, and I'm gonna give him a 4. Not because I feel he played that badly. I think it's because he's not doing the job that he Arteta put him in the team for, breaking that line, just transitioning from a defense attack more quickly. I just think he isn't bringing that to the game at the moment. Mike Guendouzi.
Guendouzi, I'll go for a six again. Again, I don't feel he had too bad of a game. He's quite a busy player. He does get into the middle of the action quite a lot. But to be honest, for the last few games, like, what real impact does he have on the game? He's just like a player running around on the pitch the whole time.
Alright. Dean, I think you've got the easiest one, Saka.
Mm. And I think he actually got the assist for Pepe's goal, isn't it?
Mm, mm, mm.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, Mike, do Pepe.
Oh, what a goal that was, wasn't it? Yeah, well, like you said earlier in the episode, Brendon, that is what we paid the big money for those special moments that he can do. Um, Arteta came out saying Pepe needs to strike fear in the hearts of the opponents, and I think we can definitely see that from him. Also going to go with an 8 for Pepe. I don't feel any player deserves a 9. I think he had a good game, and what a wonderful goal.
Yeah, well, I think Pepe, he definitely had more opportunity to attack his left back. Yeah, his left back. So he had more time and space to run at him. I just feel there's just sometimes Pepe needs to release the ball a bit quicker. He cuts back a lot where he slows down the play, but overall his game was much improved. I agree. Um, what I mean by cutting back, he turns around and passes the ball back when he slows down the game a lot. Yeah, nightmare. Yeah, yeah, yes, no, it can be. Right, I'll do. Let me take Lacazette, and then Dean, you can finish off with Aubameyang, right? And then Michael can run through all the subs for us. So Lacazette, I'm gonna give him a 5 as well. Uh, I think we can still, well, personally, I still feel we can see what he brings to like Aubameyang's game, because a lot of the things that Oba did positively, it was off movement where Lacazette dropped a bit deeper and he could, give the ball to Aubameyang in a bit more space, which we haven't been seeing recently with Nketiah up top. So yes, he's not the player that he used to be, but he still brings a different dynamic to the team, which we can still explore, especially with the final 8 games. Dean Oba. Hmm. Yeah, I think especially maybe the whole wage cut thing where we were the only big club that really imposed that on its players pushed a lot of our big players over the edge. We don't know what's going on internally or behind the scenes. Okay. I also probably would give him a 5. 5 is also
Five,
maybe
six.
a bit generous in my personal opinion. But
Well,
I,
he had 7 shots at the end of the day. We need to keep that in mind. But overall, his performance wasn't great.
yeah, all right, 7
He
shots.
had he had 7 shots.
Yeah, his fin. It's not his usual conversion rate. All right, Mike, let's do a quick fire for the substitutions. No comment, just let's give them a rating. All right, so the first one I can think of that came on was Nketiah, wasn't it?
5.
Okay, then we had Nelson also come on, Dean. All right, Tyranny,
5.
Willock, Dean, and who was the last one? We had another. Oh,
Martinez.
Martinez, obviously, and we already did him because he had played
Yeah.
such a big part in the game. All right, I think that's enough about the Brighton game. We can continue going through this negative loop where we single out players and scrutinize players on their performances. So, if everyone that was here for the Brighton review, thanks for watching.